Hey, welcome to the Morning Mix podcast. We learned this morning that unlike this show, there's a lot of knockoffs out there.
Yeah, Violetta's got 3 Louis Vuittons.
Yes.
And I've got a Tag Heuer watch with the logo floating around.
Yeah, it says Tag Howie Day on it. We don't know what that meant, but it's on there. We also learned that a lot of people are meeting in a lot of unique ways.
Sometimes I'm drawing blood. We're drawing love.
We're drawing love, or we're, breaking into your house. And then falling in love, it's fine. You're a home intruder? Oh, my God, I love that. That and much more right now on the Morning Mix podcast. High fives are all fun and games until a guy says not to do it. There's a children's author, and he believes that adults should not high five children.
Okay.
He says you got to be 21 years or older, you got to have a good job, and you got to be paying your own way. And then, yes, I will grant you a high five.
You apparently have to earn this high five.
Yeah, you got to earn it.
Sounds like, yeah.
What a jerk. Whip claims that Busty Baker.
Busty Baker.
Dusty Baker.
There should be an adult film actress named Busty Baker if there's not. You're welcome
I can't
for the
believe
idea.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Right.
You got boobs on the brain
really
for
do.
Thursday.
What can one do?
God,
What can one do?
Busty Baker.
Dusty Baker, former Cubs skipper, claims that he invented the high five.
That's right.
A 630 texted us. No, Glenn Burke created the high five. It's in the book.
With Dusty Baker.
It probably
They
is.
were teammates. They
You
were
gotta have-
teammates.
It's like that gif of Carl Weathers and Schwarzenegger slapping hands at the beginning of Predator.
Yes.
It takes two to tango.
They
you
were
know?
on the same team. You don't high five yourself most
Nope.
of the time.
If you can't do a high five, though, what else could we do to celebrate? Text it to us at 312-233-1019 at 708. Give them the old ass slap. Just pat them right on the booty. That's fine.
Bosses love that.
Yeah. They're all for it. A 630 texted, hey, if we can't do a high five, I just give them the old low five. Okay, I see you're hacking the system there a little bit. Give them the Pauly Shore Weasel handshake. That's from one of those movies. 773 and many other people. Why don't you hit them with the old chest bump? That's nice. I'd like to see that in the middle of a meeting. Hey, guys, the ratings came in. All right, everybody. Yeah. No, it's not good. Oh.
That was a nice
Never
vertical
mind.
on your little leap for the chest bump
Thank
to the
you.
microphone.
Appreciate that. 708, why don't you just bump uglies? Wait a second.
Whoa.
Hang on. That's a lot of aggression. The old elbow bump, said the 312. A lot of people say that. 815, why don't you hit each other with a good hip thrust? Like Whip and I could do that from across the room. Hey, man, good game.
Okay.
That's kinda
I
nice.
did it wrong. I was doing like a side.
Yeah, you threw me one
I
hip.
thought
I
it was
kind of
a
like
hip
that.
thing.
Yeah, I know.
No, I
Okay,
like
you're
what
doing,
you did.
You're
I
doing
like
like
what
a
you
Three
did.
Amigos thing.
No, because you did the single five,
Yeah.
basically. And then
Yes.
if I do full on forward, that's like two high fives.
Right,
They
that's true,
equate.
too. That's very true, yeah.
847, why don't you bump big toes? Hey, man, good touchdown. Get over here. Take off that cleat. Shotgun and beers is an 815.
Yeah.
I like that. If we can't high five, what else should we be doing? 224, just headbutt each other.
Ow.
Okay.
I like to see that in the middle of a corporate meeting.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but 630 says dilly dilly.
Oh, that was on a Budweiser commercial a couple
Got
years
it.
ago, right? Dilly dilly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was like Game of Thrones
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
708, do the handshake from the Parent Trap.
Oh, it's very intense.
Okay,
but yes.
secret handshake. Okay.
She does it with her butler, but then the other girl needs to learn it because she's going to pretend to be her.
Oh, got it. Okay, because they're trading places.
Yeah.
312, do a foot bump.
Oh, okay. Kind of like, remember like that whole thing? With
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deal.
and then you grab the other one. Yeah. 847, if you guys can't high five, you should celebrate by doing a wolf howl.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Are you guys wolves? No. No.
Yeah.
Okay. 773 right there with it. You want to celebrate? Hit them with the jazz hands.
Right.
Yeah, I do that around here all the time. Everybody's like, what are you doing? I'm celebrating. What are you doing? Yeah. Do that thing where you put your fingertips in each other's palms and then wriggle your fingers and make a funny noise. It's this one.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably short-ish.
It's like Pauly Shore-esque. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I
whole
was doing
thing.
like just one finger.
Yeah, so
Right.
Is this it?
Yeah.
I just like the way they described it. That thing where? Like, well, hang on a second.
Yeah.
Let me get to the end of that. And finally, in 847, I'm a teacher, and I do toe taps with the third graders. Way less germs to spread. It's kind of nice, just a little foot tap. So there you have it. If you're not high-fiving, I highly recommend you give your boss today the old and just see what they do.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Fire you.
You can also play with their weenus. That's always a fun game.
Oh, no.
You ever play with their weenus?
I don't think you should.
Nikki looks so confused.
Yeah.
The weenus is that little flap of skin when you let your arm go straight under your elbow. That's your weenus.
You guys don't know about the weenus?
Yeah.
No.
This was a big topic of conversation in middle school.
Oh,
Who
please.
just touched your weenus?
And then for a while we had a handshake where, like, with your left hand you grab the arm and then your right you tickle the weenus.
Yeah, a little
Wow.
Yeah.
weenus to weenus.
Oh, that's some dictionary fun. I like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
a little
this.
fun with the weenus.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
we like to do around here.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
A lot of folks are texting us of all the creepy places in the area. There's a great house in Cary, apparently. The Old Republic restaurant on Randall and Elgin has a whole bunch of skeletons climbing up it. It looks really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Come to our house. And they gave their address, which I won't read off online. But if you do come, let us know, and we'll turn everything on.
Oh, nice.
I like the idea. Oh, they're out there. We should just show up at like 2 in the morning. Hey, guys, we're live. What? Turn it on. Oh, my God.
It is funny when you walk by that house who has all of those and they don't turn them on.
Yeah.
And then finally they do. And like your dog, everyone, like,
Yeah.
I've watched people lose their minds because you walk by this 10 times and
Yes.
there's nothing. And then all of a sudden, yeah.
More than anything, the Halloween decorations, when the sun is out, you look at them and you're like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden at night, it's like a creepy skeleton that crawls out of the ground. You're like, oh, okay, cool. I just thought it was a blob. This is wild.
Kind of look like garbage in the daytime.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Ed, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How about you guys?
We're doing really well, man. You're in Montgomery?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Yep,
and you have the house?
Yes, I do. My neighbor and I, we actually have two houses combined together through a tunnel that we've created a haunted house in the interior. We're currently in construction right now.
Wow.
So now what's the general, when are you open, and do people pay to come through, or is it just fun for the neighborhood?
It's fun for the neighborhood. We try and do about 2 days out of the year. So we'll do Sundays prior to Halloween, and we'll actually do it on Halloween night. And it actually, a lot of people come. Last year we had a line down the block. We think we had roughly about 500 people come through. And it's free. We just do it for the neighborhood.
That's awesome. And are you in it scaring people, or is it all more animatronic type scary moments?
Oh, no, we've got it all. We've got animatronics. We've got our neighbors actually involved. We even have kids, my own kids. And I have like a 7-year-old going in there and scaring people. That's actually the most fun part.
Yeah, a little child labor.
Them get scared. yeah, it's great labor.
That's awesome. Okay, so Ed in Montgomery, what's like the big cross street right there that you're comfortable giving out?
It is Orchard and Griffin near Stewart Sport Complex, if anybody knows where that is.
Okay, near Stewart Sport Complex. Look for the scary 7-year-olds working in the coal mine of horror.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
we
that's
love
right.
that.
Double houses.
Is there a theme, Ed? Do you guys have a theme? Or is it just like scary, scary, scary?
It's whatever we have enough animatronics or supplies
Okay.
for to actually make it scary enough. So.
Okay, I love that. All right, cool. So that's Ed in Montgomery. You can go check that one out.
Wow.
Hey, Shannon, good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We go from we go from Montgomery to Downers Grove. And yo-ho, it's a pirate's life for you guys?
Yeah, so our neighbor, now this is on Fairview between 55th and Ogden. They have a life-size pirate ship, and pirates are in like different positions, hanging off the ship on the roof of the house. It's like their entire yard is covered with so many skeletons. It's wild.
Do you know what the haunted house is rated? Because I'm pretty sure it's R. Come on, Shannon. We're setting you up.
Yeah.
Go.
That was okay.
They had
Ignore
them
that.
Sorry, Shannon. I pulled that one out of my peg leg. So, Shannon, do you guys go every year?
Yeah, so we can walk there, and so every year we take pictures and we take the kids to show. It's pretty wild. I don't know where do they store this stuff. I don't get it.
Yeah,
That's a great
That's a
question.
really great question.
It is.
Where are they putting all this stuff
Yeah.
when it's not Halloween?
It's
I don't
a
know.
boat.
That's a lot. I don't know. Hi, Emily. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Emily, you are in my hometown. Is that right? Mount Prospect?
It's one of the reasons I called Chris.
Oh, thank you. I love it. Now, what's going on in Mount Prospect that I don't know about?
So I have 3 young girls, and every day after school, we take, on the way home, hunt out spookies. And there's
I
a
like
really,
that.
really impressive setup on Lewis, right at Northwest Highways. They've got like a Beetlejuice thing. They've got slime coming out their windows. They even do a little tent over the sidewalk so you can 360 immerse yourself.
Whoa.
The best part is that the town has been collecting submissions, and they're going to issue a map this week of all the best decorated houses, so you could seek them out. specifically. We're super stoked.
That sounds amazing.
That's a great idea.
So a whole map of all the spookies in Mount Prospect, and then you can probably get it on like the Mount Prospect website or something like that.
You bet.
Well, Emily, thanks so much. Have a very wonderful Halloween out there in Mount Prospect and enjoy that Chick-fil-A. Whip, you said you've got some good ones near you guys in Arlington Heights as well?
Yeah, we've had one who's been doing it for years and years and years. I think the house is on I think it's Forest. It's a side street, sort of like near Rand Road. And
there's a
Forest
Taco Bell over there.
Yeah, not far from there at all. And there are a bunch of other ones. And again, some of them have literally like lists. If you go to their yard, you can scan a QR code, and it'll give you the address of a ton of other ones that are sort of in the same, not even necessarily the same area geographically, but the same kind of vibe and the same kind of quality.
We got a lot coming in on the text line. Best Halloween haunt has to be in Oak Lawn and 94th and Mobile.
Okay.
Mobile. It's called Crazy Corner. So go check that one out. A lot coming in. 773, there's a whole zombie wedding in Aurora. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
All right, so go check that out. The entire street in North Riverside off Cermak and Desplaines. It's absolutely amazing. Every single house works together, and it's all totally over the top. Go to freakyfrights.com for that. That's wild.
Yeah.
There's a haunted walk in Woodridge. There's a whole haunt list available at darkshadowshomehaunt.com. So many different places to find all these haunts. This is crazy.
You're listening to the Morning Mix podcast.
You got a knockoff. Nothing wrong with having a knockoff. It's fine. People celebrate it. They're proud of it. They're able to walk around town and feel like they have the thing. Yeah, man, these are knockoffs. Oh, are they? Yeah? Well, you paid full rate? Ha, joke's on you. Nobody knows. Who cares? What's your knockoff? What's up, Marco? Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good, man. You've got what would be expensive were they legit, but you've got a knockoff what?
I have some knockoff Yeezys, but also some knockoff Jordans.
Oh.
Knockoff Yeezys and knockoff Jordans, and you knew that they were knockoffs when you bought them.
Yeah, I got them off a site called DHgate, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to rock them. I'm not paying $400 for a pair of shoes.
Heck yeah. What'd you pay for them?
I think I paid like $50, honestly. It took like 2 months to get here, but I was like, I'll wait for $50. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Whip has a question for you.
Well, anybody can answer, but the Yeezy market, like, can you get those for like a song now? Like, are those still worth something like they used to be?
There's still certain pairs where you know they cost some over like $600, but average price is $300 to $400. I'm like, I'm not paying that much for a pair.
Wow.
It's kind of like when Kanye kind of fell, down and fell kind of out of the graces. It's almost like they became more valuable because like they're not going to make many of them anymore. It was like a whole thing. Yeah.
Man. Okay.
But rocking the knockoff
demand.
Yeezys. Marco, one more question for you. Has anybody ever called you out for knockoffs?
They haven't, but they'll ask me like, "Oh, where'd you get those?" And I'll straight up tell them like, "Oh, here, you can check out this site." I'm all transparent. I don't care.
Right.
And you've got knockoff Jordans. Is there anything that you can tell looking at them where you're like, that's where the knockoff happened? Like, does Jordan have like butt cheeks in the pose? Like, is there anything going on?
Oh, you can tell right away. Like the material, like it's like leather. Like you can tell right away.
Yeah. Okay, right on. So Marco's got some knockoff sneakers. We like that. Hey, Kaylee, how are you this morning?
Hi, good. How are you?
We're doing really well. You've got a knockoff. What is it?
I did. I got a knockoff Gucci purse off of Amazon.
Okay, knockoff Gucci purse, and you knew it was obviously a knockoff. You're buying it on Amazon, so you had a pretty good sense of what you were getting.
Yeah, originally, like the original one is like $900. I got mine for like $20.
Right. And the description. So I've looked at these online, and I love the description. It'll be like Italian. Do you remember what it was called? Like they don't say the word Gucci, but they will say like a million other things around it. Right. Do you have the green and red on yours, or is yours the logos?
No, so mine's actually white, and it's supposed to look like leather, but it's pretty obvious that it's pleather. But the funny part is I had it for like 2 weeks, and the back of the purse started to fade.
Yeah.
So you can totally tell that it's a fake one, but it says something about like white, like a white leather purse with, like metal embellishment or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is
they
awesome.
get as close as they can without saying it. Yeah.
May I ask how much you spent for the knockoff bag?
I spent about $20.
And what would this bag normally cost?
Around like $900.
Yeah, I think you did the right thing. All right, so Kaylee's got a knockoff Gucci. It's a Moochie bag. She got that. Harrison, good morning.
Good morning.
Harrison, I've looked at these websites. What is the knockoff that you have, Harrison?
I have a bunch of knockoff Bears football jerseys.
Knockoff Bears jerseys.
Okay.
Do you order them from overseas?
I ordered them from China off of Yes jerseys. Yeah,
Yep.
they're all from
Okay.
China.
That website looks like such a scam to me, though. I get nervous. Have you ever gotten the wrong thing?
I've never got the wrong thing, but you definitely can tell with the numbers are a little bit smaller and stitched. They don't look real.
Right.
But again, how Bears players get traded, I refuse to pay the $200 for a real one.
That is true. The only official Bears jersey I have is an Urlacher because I was like, well, he'll go down in legend status, so
Sure.
fine.
Yeah,
that's like him, Gale Sayers, Walter Payton. You can kind of, all right, we're good there. But yeah, any other player. What are some of the ones you have?
I have a Walter Payton.
It works.
I have a Devin Hester. I have Brandon Marshall and a Jay Cutler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see many Brandon Marshall or Jay Cutler jerseys around.
Yeah.
You certainly see a lot of Hesters, though, and Walter Payton is timeless, right?
And I wouldn't do any kind of smoking with that Jay Cutler jersey on because it will flame up. Those are very flammable.
Mix and match, it's an easy game for you. Mix and match even has a theme song too. Who will you choose? Your head you'll scratch when you play Mix and Match.
Please say good morning and welcome to the show, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Good morning time.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How about you guys?
We're doing really, really well. What do you do for a living, Rebecca?
I work for a salvage auto auction.
Oh, salvage auto auction. That's kind of fun. We should give her Vic's phone number, our engineer.
He loves
all about
autos.
cars, loves autos,
And salvaging things.
all the stuff. Please forget about it. Now, Rebecca, have you heard us? Oh, go ahead. What's that?
I was going to say, only the crashed one, so probably not.
That's okay. A lot of mixing and matching happening over there.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? It's
Yeah.
like, my car's got a blue door and a green hood and a red trunk. Who cares? Now, Rebecca, have you heard us play mix and match before?
Yes, every Tuesday.
Oh, look at you. Nailed it. So, Rebecca, we're going to share a fill-in-the-blank question. The four of us will write down our answers. Your job, choose one of us, match that answer, and you will win a $100 Disney gift card. Here we go. All right, gang. It is National Bologna Day. Bologna immediately makes me think of school lunch because it's a quick and easy lunch my mom would throw together on some bread, and boom, I got myself a bologna and cheese sandwich for lunch. That wasn't, though, the thing I was looking forward to that might be in that bag. So for today's mix and match, when I was a kid, the number one thing I hoped would be in that packed lunch was what? What is the number one thing I was hoping? Please be in there, please be in there. And then I'd open that bag and often be disappointed.
This is really hard.
It's tough, I know. It's not easy. Let's find out what they were. Oh, my goodness, Nikki. Sorry, Rebecca. Nikki's just holding up some stuff. I was not even prepared for this. I've got whips here. Okay, everybody's putting them in hot and heavy. Got it. Okay, now, Rebecca, where do you live?
Lansing,
fantastic. And do you pack a lunch out there in Lansing?
Usually leftovers from the night before.
Okay, very smart. That's very smart. So what's on the menu for lunch today?
Leftover frozen home run in pizza.
Oh, now that's something to look forward to.
That's serious.
Yeah, all of us, even Swanee grabbed his chest.
That is a good leftover pizza.
That's perfect. Yes. Yeah, not all of them are. All right, Rebecca, we are ready to play. So I asked the room when you were a kid, what's the number one thing you wanted to be in your lunch bag? Do you want to match today with Chris, Nikki, Whip, or Violetta?
I'm definitely going to go with Whip on this one.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is gettable.
Okay, Rebecca, if you get it right, you're going to hear this noise. If you get it wrong, you're going to hear this noise. Here we go. I said to the room, when I was a kid at lunchtime, the number one thing I hoped would be in my lunch bag was what did Whip say? Dunkaroos, baby Italian subs, Hostess cupcakes, or Gushers.
Ooh. Oh. I'm going to go with Gushers.
Oh, I think I know who that was. Oh.
Gushers, she's over here blushing.
Yeah.
The Gushers were Violetta on Gushers.
Man.
But it was tough because I had like 1,000 other things I wanted to
forget
write.
about it. You're right. This is a tough question.
Yeah.
It's very hard to align a personality to one of these things. But, Whip, what was the number one thing? Did you want Dunkaroos, baby Italian subs, or Hostess cupcakes?
It was indeed Hostess cupcakes.
Nah.
That'd be a good day.
That was my second guess.
I believe it.
Because he's such a cupcake.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's right. Well, Rebecca, congrats. You have won the take-home prize, The at-home mix and match game, which includes a piece of paper from our printer and a mixed pen. And you can play along with your friends and family at any given time at home, which is always good fun. And maybe we can throw a mug in there.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the pen.
Nice. Now, really quick, do you want to try to guess the ones you didn't get? So now we know what Whip and V said. Did Nikki want Dunkaroos or baby Italian subs?
Nikki wanted baby Italian subs.
Yes.
Can we talk about this for a second?
So it was where my parents used to buy lottery tickets every Wednesday and Saturday. And then every once in a while, they would bring home subs. And I'd be like, oh, they bought lottery tickets and gave me a baby sub.
So the sub, it was like its own little sandwich on a little bun?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of
But
nice.
it was like, that's when they won like $2 or something when they cashed it in. So,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
For me, it was straight up Dunkaroos. I was like, please be Dunkaroos. And it happened like twice in my whole life, but you'd hope. What are Dunkaroos? Dunkaroos, it's like a little cup of cookies with a little bowl of frosting, and it comes in a little pack. You peel it off, and you dip the cookie in the frosting. They still sell them. I see them at the grocery store once in a while.
That's like a 90s throwback.
Yeah, it's a deep cut. Rebecca, what about you? It's school lunchtime. You're going to crack open that bag. What were you hoping would be in the bag?
Oh, definitely the cheese with the sticks that you
The cheesy
those
cracker
were-
craft
yes,
thing. Yes, those are so good. And then they had the one where it was like, first there was breadstick one, but then there was one where it was like the crackers and you got the little red knife that you got to use to spread it, and you felt like a real charcuterie
you'd
adult.
crack them off the little pack because they would come in a 5-pack. Yeah.
We used to make a tower of them. You'd spread cheese, put the crackers, make the whole tower of all, and then you'd eat it all at once. My God, what a dream. Rebecca, thanks so much for playing Mix and Match with us today.
You're listening to the Morning Mix podcast.
People meet in the strangest of ways. A woman in New York met her husband after he broke into her house. What? That's right. She married her home intruder. Now, he was hammered drunk and went into the wrong apartment. And they laughed about it. He sobered up over a cup of coffee. And now they're married and they have kids. How did you and where did you find love? Hi, Mary. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
We're doing well. Now, you met someone in a very unique place. Where did you meet?
We met at a wake.
At a wake.
Wow. Okay.
You know, one thing dies, another begins. I love it. So was this like, you weren't just both up at the casket at the same time? How'd you know him? Oh, yeah. How did it come to be?
No. What had happened was it was a friend of mine from grade school. I had whose mom passed away. And he was a mutual friend of hers. She was chatting with me. We hadn't seen each other since grade school. And so she kept being pulled away, obviously, because other people were coming up and talking to her. And finally, she's like, I'll be right back. She comes back dragging this very handsome man behind her and is like, hi, you guys will get along great. I'll be back. And we never saw her again. We stood at the back of the funeral home and chatted for a good hour or so. Eventually dated. Now we're just really good friends.
Okay, good friends.
Oh,
okay, I like that. Okay, so Mary met him at a wake, and now they're in the friend zone. That's all right.
It's okay.
They dated for a little while. Not bad. Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm great.
Amy, where'd you find love?
I met my husband volunteering at the 2002 Salt Lake City Olympics.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
I
so you
know.
guys are out at the Olympics. Things are going well. And how did it all come together?
So we were there for 10 days together and ended up on a same team. I lived in Chicago. He lived in Minneapolis. And we just got to know each other throughout the week. And it was basically love at first sight. And we've been married for 21 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did he relocate here to Chicago?
I actually moved up to Minnesota for a bit, and now we're back home.
Wow, that's
So yeah, we're back in
wonderful.
Chicago now.
Look at that. Met at the Olympics. Talk about a gold medal.
I know.
Now,
My
did-
Cinderella story.
That's amazing. Was there any hanky-panky at the Olympics? Did you guys have to sneak around Olympic Village a little bit? You know, you hear all the stories about the athletes are bumping and grinding the whole time.
I wish I could give you some tea, but there was nothing. There was
Okay.
nothing to tell.
You guys kept it professional.
You know,
Okay,
we're going
very
to be
nice.
volunteering tonight, so maybe some love is going to be
Oh,
happening.
yeah, Volunteer with Violetta's happening tonight. Maybe you can create some kind of a love
I
connection.
know. We're going to be at a Right Way Rescue,
Look at
saving
that.
dogs and maybe sparking up love.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Julie. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? I'm
We're
great,
doing.
thanks.
We're well. What a unique place to find love. You tested positive for it. Where were you?
Well, I was working in the occupational health department of a hospital. I'm a nurse, and a man walked in to get a TB test because he was going to be a contracted employee. And we say from that point on that he walked away with my heart.
Oh.
We've been together 20 years, and married for 18.
Oh, that's amazing. So he came in for a Tom Brady test. And in the process, so how quick was the turnaround? I mean, you're there, you meet, you stab him, and now what?
Well, we just kept talking, when we run into each other at the hospital, and then it turned into having breakfast together, and it just evolved. And I probably would say that I knew that I was going to marry him within 3 months.
Wow.
Okay.
And what would he say? Is he still on the fence?
Oh, no. He's from New Orleans, and he has said that Chicago's been very good to me.
Oh, that's really sweet. Okay, so they met at the hospital. That's kind of fun. And finally, Heliosa, good morning. Heloisa?
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Can you pronounce your name for me? I feel like I'm ruining it.
Oh, no, it's Eloisa.
Eloisa. I saw an H. I got thrown. Eloisa. Hi, good morning. Where did you
Good
meet?
morning. So we met in Brazil in a nightclub. We literally bumped into each other, and he was there because he invests in his friend's production company, and they were producing Snoop Dogg concerts in Brazil.
So you guys were there. What a journey.
Whoa, hold on.
The Snoop Dogg concert.
Eloisa, what a journey. So you guys were bumping and grinding at a Snoop Dogg concert?
No, so we actually met the day before.
Okay.
We literally bumped into each other in a nightclub.
Okay.
And then he invited me to go to the concert with him the next day, which I did. And he just ditched his, friends and, coworkers for the rest of the week, and we just hang out.
Unbelievable.
4 months later, I came to Miami, and then he's like, why don't you come to Chicago? And I was like, to do what?
Yeah, right, exactly. What's that all about?
Now when I go there, it's cold.
That's what everyone from Miami says.
Exactly. It was February, and I was like, no, I don't want to go. And he's like, okay, just give me your information so I can go see you in Miami. And then I give it to him. He asked for my passport. I did not really understand why he was asking for my passport, but I gave to him anyway. And then he bought me a one-way ticket, Miami, Chicago.
Oh, I see what he did.
Did you say he was involved in the production of the Snoop Dogg show in some way?
Yes, he was. He was an investor in his friend's company.
And are you guys still together now?
Yes.
Very nice.
Wow.
Look at this. So how long ago did this all come together?
This happened in November of 2011.
Oh, that's
okay.
amazing.
So you live in
November
Chicago
21.
now?
Yes, I do. And I moved here in February 2012, and we are married since December 2012.
Oh, amazing.
Nice.
Now, Eloisa, you are from Brazil. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Do you have any intel on Sao Paulo for us? Because, we're trying to send people to see Taylor Swift in Sao Paulo. Any thoughts on Sao Paulo?
I have all the intel in São Paulo. I used to go there every year.
Really?
Great restaurants, great parks. Just, don't flash your iPhones in your wallet because you're going to get mugged.
It's a city,
It's a
right?
city.
Yeah.
Word
Same
to the
thing
wise.
here,
Listen,
yeah.
word
But
to the
really
wise.
Great restaurants, great hotels, great place to visit.
Love that. And have you seen Taylor Swift live before? Do you think she's going to put on a good show there?
Unfortunately, I did not see her because I was traveling when she was in Chicago, but I went to see her in the theater and it was amazing, so I'm pretty sure she will kill it.
Awesome.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
Nice day to take that car and get it washed.
Oh,
Get it all shiny, get it all polished and waxed. Get the tires, got some tire shine on them. Make them look right nice. All in time for the sun to shine down on that car. Maybe you're not driving your dream car. Maybe you wish you were. People believe certain cars are cooler than others, and some care about car culture and some really don't. But we can all agree there are some pretty cool cars in movies.
Oh, yeah.
For example, a movie car survey was done to find what do we believe the coolest movie cars of all time are. Coming in at the bottom of the list, believe it or not, in the top 5, though, we've got Doc Brown's DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Okay.
I mean, come on. That's the DeLorean DMC-12.
We had a news story recently. They discovered a virtually untouched original one in a garage in Wisconsin. A guy in Crystal Lake, he specializes in fixing these up, and there's going to be one up for auction.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Next up in the cool movie cars we wish we had were the Mini Coopers from The Italian Job with Mark Wahlberg and
Yes.
Charlize Theron.
Remember that movie? A pretty good
Pretty
movie.
sick. Yeah, not bad, not bad.
They raced around. They were like,
Yeah.
they appeared to be so fast and tiny you could go everywhere.
Yeah, and they drove through like the sewers underneath Venice or wherever they were.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Number two. Sorry, top four here. Number two, the Ford Mustang GT390 from Bullitt.
Oh,
It was like a 70s
Steve
or
McQueen.
early 80s. Was that? Yeah.
Probably
Bullitt?
early 70s.
Earlier than
I
that?
bet.
Yeah. And then the number one cool movie car in general, James Bond's Aston Martin.
Oh, yeah.
The Aston Martin DB5.
You can take a lot in that movie.
Oh, the car. Yeah. I was like, what are we talking about? Yes. Now, people, when it comes to our own cars, we do have preferences on the color of those cars. The number one popular color of car for people, Nikki, what do you think it is? Just general folks, no matter the model, the number one color of a car.
Gray.
Gray. Whip.
I feel like it's white, even though it doesn't seem that way.
Okay.
I'm going to go black.
Black. Number three, red. Number two, white. Number one, black.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes said, always bet on
Always
black.
bet on it.
There it is.
Totally.
If you want to buy a car that's worth more money for a longer period of time, for whatever reason, and we've learned this in the news before, yellow cars retain value for some reason.
You can't find them that easily.
I
So
guess
if
that's
you're
what it
looking
is.
for a yellow used
Yeah.
car, they're rare.
Or they're cabs.
Or they're
That's
cabs.
all it is, yeah.
Or
Which
there
are
used
not
to be
much
cabs, and
anymore.
now they've
right.
unscrewed the top, and that's it.
Now they're relics.
Yes,
Now they
exactly.
drive for Uber X.
Yes.
46% of people admit that they've given their car a name. We've talked to folks with cars who have names before. The most common choices in naming your car. In at number three, you call that thing Baby.
Aw.
In at number two, Black Beauty. And in at number one, the most popular name for a car, Bluebell.
Oh,
Like Whip, your car could be Bluebell because it's blue.
Yeah, most of my cars have been blue. That's
Yeah.
true. So any of them could have been, really.
And that leads us nicely into today's Mix Top 6, brought to you by Peerless Fence. Visit peerlessfence.com to get started. These are America's top 6 dream cars, the cars we wish we had that we hope that one day we'll get to drive. In at number 6 on the list of popular dream cars we all wish we'll one day have, the Porsche 911, in at number 6 on the list. Anybody? That would be mine for sure. A Porsche 911 would be nice. No? Nobody? Just me. All right, that's fine. Less people to argue over when I try to
That's right.
haggle the guy down to $12. I'll be like, nah, man, you can't have it. Well, in at number 5, the most popular dream cars, the Ford Mustang.
Yeah, that's a
the
good
Ford
one.
Mustang.
I had one of those, but mine was beat up.
Yeah, what'd you call
and
that?
old.
The Crustang?
The rough stang.
The rough stang.
Because it was rough.
That's what it was.
Crustang.
Yeah. The Crustang.
It has some crust on it.
Close enough.
That's good.
In at number 4, most popular dream cars for Americans, the Chevy Corvette.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to get a vet, right?
That would have been mine when I was like in high school. I never got one, but
The new Corvettes look like supercars.
The
They're
they don't look
crazy.
like Corvettes anymore,
Yeah.
like that you think about anyway.
They look more like
Maseratis
McLarens, or something like that. Yeah. In at number 3, most popular dream cars, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class.
Isn't that who John Hamm talks about? Isn't
I
he the
think so.
Mercedes-Benz
Yeah, I
guy?
think he's
When
the
he
Yeah.
talks,
voiceover
I
guy.
don't hear
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
he
yeah,
says.
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
seat has a
yeah.
lot of room.
Yeah. Yes. he
I'm
does.
John Hamm.
I take his word for it.
Yeah, my ham sits on this heated seat.
Yeah. They have the cool seats, too, probably.
They probably do. I need to cool my ham. In at number 2 on America's dream cars, the all-electric Tesla Model S.
Oh.
That's the sedan Tesla, the Model S, the more
Okay.
classic-looking Tesla.
I don't know. It doesn't even have door handles. I'm over it.
And what do we believe to be the number 1 dream car, just the brand of that car, Nikki?
Oh, man. I don't know. Cadillac.
Cadillac.
Oh, good
That's
guess.
a good one. Yeah, it's very Americana.
Seriously. Man, let me go with the old, you know what I mean? The Bugatti, Chris. I think it's a Bugatti.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go with
Bugatti.
another fancy. The
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
The
There it is.
Lamborghinis.
Yes.
Everybody is wrong. America's dream car, the car at the pinnacle of American dreams, a BMW.
Oh, gross.
The
Worst
variant.
drivers.
We like,
Wow.
we like their pretzels and their cars.
I feel like their leather smells
Pretty
funny.
wild.
You know how all cars have a different leather?
No.
Theirs smells. I mean,
didn't-
a lot of guys
what does
like
it smell like?
That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't depend on who's been driving it after a little while.
Yeah.
All I'm
and the-
saying
and
is
the
it
cleanliness
smells a
of their
little
butt.
funky in there.
Funky leather on the Beamers.
Funky.
Watch out. You heard it here first.
And guys are like, it smells so good.
Why does it smell so weird in here? I don't know.
Weird.
Watch out.
I want to hang out with you on the weekends. I don't know. Sniffing BMW seats. I'm not sure.
Hey, guys, welcome to the car show. No sniffing. No sniffing.
Stop doing that because they don't like it.
They smell weird.
From Chicago to your device, this is the Morning Mix Podcast.
Our Mix Top 6 just shared with you the top 6 dream cars. We had Porsche 911 on there. We had a Tesla on there. Where did it go? Here we go. Porsche 911, Ford Mustang, Chevy Corvette, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, Tesla Model S, and number 1 was a BMW. America's number 1 dream car.
Funny smelling seats, though.
Yeah, right away, Violetta's like, the leather in there smells weird. Don't like it.
Right.
And that's
funky.
just my opinion. Every time I've gotten into a BMW, it smells, I don't know, the leather is somewhat fishy.
Yeah, well, it's just a coincidence. You dated an Uber Eats driver.
Yeah.
And he tended to go to fish markets.
A lot of fish.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, I did a quick Google. I said, okay, BMW leather smell.
Yeah.
Quote, the BMW smell does come from the different materials that are used in the BMW. People do identify the, quote, BMW smell. The more aromatic one, though, is the leather treatment and coating on the BMW leather. It is very floral, and at one time, the Leatherique product line tried to emulate the same smell so that you could spray it on your car and have the smell return.
Oh, my God, so you could have more of it?
There is nothing that they've found that reproduces that European leather smell similar to what you will smell in an Audi, a Beamer, or a Mercedes.
Anything about mackerel?
No mackerel in it. No
salmon.
Salmon. No, they mentioned something for the halibut.
I definitely, the European smell is strong in there, if that's what it is, I guess.
The Dodge Neon doesn't have a chance. Doesn't have a chance.
No. Something about smelling like PetSmart? I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting scent.
Yeah, watch out.
If you like it, cool, but I don't like it.
This is why I don't drive a BMW, because I don't want people to be like, that guy smells like fish.
I'm going to listen to this podcast that Violetta's going to do. It's going to be Seat Talk with Violetta.
Yeah.
Welcome to Seat Talk. I'm Violetta.
Every time you go to sit down, you're going to imagine someone sniffing your chair.
Today we're sitting inside of a 1993 Corolla. Well,
that's the podcast.
Let's describe the smell that you smell. Hi, all. Welcome back to another episode of Violetta's Sit and Sniff.
Oh, no.
Today, we're in a 1994 Ford Econoline van.
What was the title of that again?
The Sit and Sniff.
That would get a lot of one-time visits.
Curiosity,
and then the guys who are
guys
out there dying to see that, they're going to be like, okay, where's what I was here for?
Yeah. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Remember to subscribe, like, follow, and remember, when all else fails, sit on it.
The Morning Mix Flash Briefing with Violetta.
Some big news. McDonald's is giving out free fries every Friday for the rest of the dang year. So the Golden Arches has your Friday plans figured out. Okay, all you have to do is be an app user, and then you have to have a minimum $1 purchase, and you get that free medium fry once a day on those Fridays, starting this Friday.
Nice.
Can't do it. You got to do it. Get the app fee. Come on.
I don't need
It's
any
free.
more fries.
It makes
I don't
no
need
sense.
But you can always find someone to give those fries to.
That's right.
Oh, that's really nice. Actually, that's a great idea.
Give them your
Pass the
mom.
fries
Look
along.
at you making me download the app because now I can give the fries away. Maybe.
Bring them in here. I'll bring in my air fryer. You warm them back
Whenever
up.
you get fries, and people are like, no, I don't want any fries. When you order fries, they're the first things gone.
For sure.
Do
Everybody
you mind
eats
if I have one? Can I just have one of those? Let me just see
You
one.
can have one.
Can I have 5?
Yeah,
Can I have it?
exactly.
Can I just get my own?
And we've pretty much been discussing food and lunches all day here on The Mix. We started with our mix and match question today, which was, what lunch item were we all excited to see in our lunch box?
Yeah.
You can go see those answers on our social media pages at 1019 Mix Chicago. All of that being said, parents know that the struggle is real when trying to get your kids to eat something. There is a mom out there explaining it pretty much exactly how it goes. Take a listen.
I have 3 eggs scrambled, cut into the shapes of hearts, not stars. The blue plate, not the green one. The purple fork, not the pink one. 2 strawberries cut and carved into the shapes of roses, and 1 cup of milk shaken, not stirred. Enjoy.
I said over easy!
And then the kid doesn't eat it. So you try so hard, and they still just deny.
Literally every day of my life.
Yeah, that's true.
Every single meal and every day.
But then you get to enjoy those snacks.
Well, sure. That's why we buy them.
Right, exactly.
And on this last one, there is a just stick with me on this. There is a whole thing online that says stay toxic category online, right? So this is a trend where people say bad things that they've done, and then they ask, would you do the same thing? The most recent question or suggestion in the Stay Toxic Queen section of the internet is, next time a guy asks for your phone number, give them your ex's number and then say that your name is your ex's new girlfriend's name.
Oh.
So that ex of yours is going to get a phone call from a random guy asking for his new girlfriend's
Got it. That's a lot.
name.
That's
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Hashtag Stay Toxic Queen.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's your flash briefing.
All right. Thank you for joining us for the Morning Mix podcast. Make sure you rate, review, like, and follow this podcast. You can also follow us on social at 1019 Mix Chicago. And we will see you tomorrow on the Morning Mix.